Yo, what's going on? Sorry, trying to diagnose why my frames are chopping up. How you doing? No sound? Hmm, no sound as far as my mic or... Oh, never mind, you fixed it? Alright. Sorry, I'm just trying to, figure out this frame rate issue real quick. Uh, how's your, night going? Getting a lot of choppy frames here. Normally has not happened. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. It's like really choppy in the menu. It's kind of weird. Feels good now though. All right. Let me know if the music's like too loud or whatever. Solo. I'm gonna call you Solo. How's your night going? 12:40. So it's probably afternoon. How's your afternoon going? Oh, great. Now I'm getting frame drops again. It's really, really strange how that happens. Stream is fine, but my Rocket League is definitely lagging. Not really sure. Must be something with the way I'm running my encoder. Everything looks normal to me. Might just restart Rocket League, see if that works. Normally, normally it could be a Rocket League thing. You just woke up? That's pretty good. Waking up's nice. Got any plans today, or just kind of chilling on the computer or on the phone? Yeah, I can already see my frames like skipping. It's really strange. So, I'm gonna have to fix this somehow. While I'm fixing it though, feel free to like ask for any advice unless you just want to hang out. But right now I'm having trouble getting my game to run smoothly, so Your dad's birthday, so you're gonna so I'm good in 30 minutes. Oh, you got plans in like 30 minutes? Gotcha. Playing free play? Yeah, that's what I was doing. What are you working on in free play? Anything specific? It's very weird that my frame rate's doing this. I wonder if doesn't seem to be something I've dealt with in the past, so it's still kind of doing it no matter what frame rate I'm at. It's so strange. Just mechanics. I meant like specific mechanics. So you're working on things like that you've been struggling with, or are you just kind of using your half hour as like kind of a simple training session? There's days where obviously I will just train, but sometimes I work on specific problems and mechanics. It really depends on how well my opponents are playing with them, and it kind of inspires me to get better at that type of play or that type of stuff. Just popping the ball off the wall and doing stuff. Gotcha. So strange. I've had this bug before, but I didn't. I'm not really much of a streamer, so plus I just built this computer like yesterday, so I had to set up all this stuff again. Literally can't keep a solid frame no matter what. Rocket League's not understanding. It like keeps it in borderless. That's awful. Can't run it in full screen. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna just see if I can. See if I can run this in another way. Well, that worked. The menu is still weird. I love how the menu gets performance drops. I would have never noticed that. Do you have a like a favorite mechanic you like to train or you like to do in game? Wonder if I can go back to full screen or if it's gonna. Nope, it's gonna chop. That is so weird. But I'll have to go to my graphics drivers or something and see if I can edit some settings. Double resets. Interesting. I guess resets can be useful to, or double resets can be useful to train. Maybe if you're at a certain point in your training, it's definitely not something most people need or would even recommend. Can't pull them off consistently. What is your main struggle with them? Where do you see yourself like coming up short? When I get the second reset, I fling away from the ball. like like your underside of your car gets the second reset, but then you and the ball are like disconnected. Is that what you're trying to say? I guess it depends on how you're achieving them. Some people think that, like, I'm a competitive player, so I wouldn't ever do a stall to get a reset. That's not a competitive play. So I would obviously flip into my double with the first. But if you're like flinging the ball away from you, probably sounds like you're getting the resets like when you're basically not in sync with the ball, which is a way I like to describe a lot of aerial mechanics. Like you want to match the ball's pace and height and distance and just basically everything about the ball so that you and the ball are one and there's not a lot of like repel like opposite forces acting on each other. Like so with resets, like you catch them at the very peak of the ball's height because it's nice and soft, and then your car doesn't actually act upon the ball much. That's how I would like to like. I like to think about keeping the ball close with my aerial plays. You just do them much softer, and the way to do that is to match the ball's velocity like perfectly. Which is complicated because like This game's about repetition, and it's hard to repeat something really perfectly every time. But um, I would essentially just make sure your very first reset is nice and high and at the ball's peak, so it's not moving so much. You get the reset, but flip away. Hmm. You're talking about the second one, right? Because like, if you're thinking about scoring it, like in my opinion, a double reset is not no necessarily a play that you would score with in a game, because you're going to, with the rapid reset, you're going to make the defender think you're going to shoot with your first one, and then you get the second one. It kind of just keeps the ball airborne longer, right? And and then you really don't even have to worry about launching it in the net. Like, just achieving it is pretty good. If you want to actually shoot a ball after a reset, then you wouldn't go for a double, I don't think. Unless you're trying to be as fancy as possible. But then you're sacrificing the difficulty or like the ease of the play. So if you want to add more and more resets and you want to shoot it, it's kind of absurd that that would be like a very common technique because it's all about the midair, yeah, flip cancel. Yeah. Well, I play free play because it is a training grounds for my actual games. So I don't train something that has zero use like to me. That that seems like a waste of my time. If you are interested in like freestyle or whatever, that's on you. I have zero interest in that. Complete waste of time for someone like me. I also just I have a lot of negative opinions about freestyle, but if that's what people like doing, then yeah, it's just not easy. That's why I don't understand why people like it. Um, like common people, like people who aren't already like very very good at the game. I'm sure I'm in the minority because everyone would love to like be as good as a professional player, but it's not it's not very likely that just being in free play for, several hours makes you just better inherently. And I use this mostly to strategize. Like I said, I'm a competitive player, like most people are. But I can understand if you don't like competitive and you just like freestyle. Not saying you're like that, I'm just saying I can see someone being that way. I don't really have anything in common with those people. I'm playing twos, but all my friends stopped playing, so I just play free play. Like, you don't play against opponents, like, at all? Like, when you hop on Rocket League, you just, play free play? Just because, like, you don't have the friends to play with anymore? Is that... Sorry, I ask a lot of questions because, like, I don't want to, like, assume something. Because I suck at ones. Oh, so since you don't have... Okay. Since you don't have, like, the friends to play twos with, and okay, I see. I mean, I've coached several people like you. Um, Unfortunately, 1v1 is absolutely the best place in the entire game to get better. So it's no wonder like you're not good at ones if you don't play. Or sorry, not I'm not assuming you're bad. I'm just saying. I'm just kind of repeating what you said. You suck at ones, so it makes sense because you don't play it. But it also makes sense that you would rather play twos with friends. It's not my main game, so I just wait for... Right, yeah. I I kind of understand that mentality only because I've heard other people say it. I don't understand. I wouldn't be the same way as you. Like if I wanted to get better at Rocket League, which I just assume that you do because you're training in free play right now, I would do literally anything. That like I would use any tool at my disposal. So if it's 1v1s, yeah, I might suck at it, but it's like no shit. Like everyone sucks at everything when they're not proficient at it. Like you're not going to be anywhere close to good at something if you don't actually do it. But yeah, most people just don't have the mental like discipline to jump that fence or cross that line. They would rather like take something more casually, I guess, because it requires less work, which is totally fine. But I don't like being bad. So when I was coming up through this game, I absolutely used 1v1s. It's just the best way to learn, like without a doubt. I am bad. I'm plat one. I mean, you're not bad because you're plat one. You're bad because Rocket League's a really hard game, and you have to actually really try to get better. Everyone is bad at this game, bud. Everybody. Your rank has absolutely nothing to do with you being bad. I bet it's probably your experience level, your amount of time that you have, and then just your mental focus, which none of those things make you any different than every other player in this game. You are no different than anyone else. And if people try to say, "Oh, well, you're plaid and I'm diamond, you must suck," like they are absolutely stupid. They used to be plat as well. It's a very common misconception that your rank actually tells a story. It actually tells the truth, and it's just completely a lie. Rank has nothing to do with your actual skill. Your skill is like a... How should I say this? I mean, it's just like life. Like you're born in life and you grow old. Like your age doesn't go up and down, right? So like you gain experiences when you get older. So no shit, like if you were to go up to like a 5-year-old and ask them, "Hey, are you good at something?" They're probably not good at anything. They don't have much experience. Like it would actually take severe dedication to be good at something, especially as complex as Rocket League. So you're not bad because you're plat 1. And you're not bad in general. You're at a certain point in your experience. Now you're plat 1 or you're diamond and 2s or whatever you just said, because that's where the ranked ladder put you, because you fought opponents who beat you, and then you fought opponents that you actually beat. So you're placed somewhere on a ladder. That's what the ranked leaderboard is. But that's not why you're bad or good. You know, someone's not good because their rank is like 20 points higher than someone else's. In 2s, I got Diamond 1 and 150 hours. I have 700 hours and I'm Diamond 1, Diamond 2. What are you trying to say? Is that good? Is that bad? Do you want to get better? Are you okay with being Diamond 2? I assume you said that for a reason, so I was just curious. Because I don't think I asked you what your rank was. I don't ever ask people what their ranks are. It doesn't matter. All that matters is, hey, do you want to get better? Or, hey, do you want to play some Rocket League for fun? I'm hard stuck, Diamond 1. I mean, yeah, you're going to hit a ceiling at some point. That's where the dedication comes in. It takes rigorous training to get better at something. So, sounds like if you're stuck, you need some help, which is basically what I do. I'm a coach. Well, I have many, many years as a coach of experience. I don't stream regularly. This is just a random thing that I'm doing right now. But since you're talking to me, you can absolutely ask for help. If you don't want to, that's fine. You're not obligated to do that. But in the future, if you have struggles like sticking to a rigorous training plan and like actually improving yourself, which requires like self-discipline, time, and effort. If you can't do that, then you need a coach. Then you need someone who's not only got more experience, but someone who's willing to help you, like motivate you. How do you help me? I mean, we're having a conversation. I don't know about you, but it already feels like I am helping you. I've given you a lot of advice already. Not on like mechanics, but I've given you advice on, you know, how to view your skill level. We're already talking about this stuff. If it's not helpful to you, then I don't know. I would hope what I'm saying is helpful. Do I want to play 2s? No. I do not play with people to help them. I'm a coach, as in I can teach you things and I can motivate you. I don't play with you. Just that doesn't do anything. How does that help you learn or improve? How do I help you in game? I okay. I physically. I guess I should explain this since I figured you would understand, but I guess maybe you've never heard of a Rocket League coach. But there's no way for me to like help you physically. Like you have to do all the work, but I am clearly a resource for you to use. Like, hello, I'm a coach. I mean, the chat's gonna be delayed, probably. Yeah. Like, I'm a resource. I just the same way as you would look up how to do anything on the internet. You can ask me questions about Rocket League. I can't physically like hold the controller for you, and I definitely will not ever boost you. That's not what a coach does. So I I I hope that explains it. Hey Ken, how's it going, man? How's uh how's life treating you? Your SSL? I never claimed to be SSL. I don't really care about rank, my guy. But if you're that curious, I am a high GC, so that doesn't really matter what my rank is because it's not like you're my opponent and you need to like take my rank points so you can get rank points. I don't know. It's just funny to me how everyone's obsessed with rank. But you subscribe. Thanks, man. I appreciate that gesture. I meant, how do you analyze my gameplay? I mean, do you not? Have you ever watched a replay in Rocket League? Have you ever saved your own replay? How do you analyze your gameplay? Or did you just did you just wake up Diamond 2? I'm sure you've done some analysis yourself. There's a replay viewer in Rocket League. It's probably the best tool besides I would I would say the three best tools in Rocket League are the replay viewer, because you can not only review your own replays, so you have hindsight, but you can also download professional replays, so you can learn from really, really good players. That's the number one tool for sure. Number two is gotta be 1v1s, and then number three is absolutely free play. And everyone uses those three things. And by everyone I mean people who dedicate to getting better. Uh, there wouldn't be a person like trying to grind for a new ceiling, a new rank ceiling for themselves, and then they're just like ignoring free play 1v1 replays, stuff like that. So there's a lot of tools at your disposal. You gotta go. All right. Well, you have a great day, my dude. How's your afternoon going, Ken? Or morning or night? I don't know what time it is for you. I'm not really I'm not really aware of what time it is for me. So Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I'm just really moving around in free play, warming up my fingers. Is, I'm thinking I might play some 1v1s here just to do something a little more entertaining for you guys than warming up. You I'm muted? I'm definitely not muted. Yeah, I don't think I'm muted. But let me know if there's still a problem. My microphone kind of compresses itself when there's I'm not talking, but I don't think I'm muted. By the way, oh wait, I thought you was because I couldn't hear anything. My bad. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. How's your uh how's your day going? Eli? Do I call you Eli or is that someone else? I'm not sure what your name is. I was confused by people's names who are like their usernames are sentences. Like they're not just like a piece of nomenclature for themselves. Like, pretty good. Just got up after 10 hours of sleep. Hell yeah, dude, that sounds amazing. I love sleep when I can get it. It's kind of hard for me to fall asleep. You prefer Elijah? All right, no problem. Nice to meet you, man. We're just kind of warming up and getting our fingers warmed up for some Rocket League and kind of talking about getting better if people want to get better. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. By the way, do you have Discord or anything like a server? So I did. Um, long story short, I have coached over 1,000 students, and I've been coaching for almost 3 years. But in the last 4 months, things have definitely like I took a break because I did it all for free, and I just needed a break for myself. So it wasn't. I didn't do it for views or money. It was just like a me thing. So growing my like Discord really wasn't for me. I only made it for the people I coached, and since I've since I've kind of taken a break, I don't really go in there. If you need help or like are currently looking for help, I would just kind of talk to me here or DM me. I don't mind like replying in a DM at any point. Um, yeah, I'm not really concerned with growing like a community or like a or worried about money or views. So that's just not something I really put a lot of stock in. I used to help my friends rank for free and some other people. Turns out later I could get my account banned, so I stopped. You can get your account banned. Like you were boosting them in Rocket League? Because that's illegal as far as rule breaking. But what's your Discord or Twitter or whatever you use? I'll be honest, social media is not my thing, but Discord, I definitely have Discord. I'm always on Discord. Um, oh, you boosted them. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. No wonder you got banned. Pretty obvious. Yeah, no, I do not tolerate people boosting, or I don't like people like that. Since I don't know, I've been playing Rocket League for over 9 years, and I had to do all the work myself, and I've helped a lot of people, and they do all the work mostly themselves. So anyone who's boosting is clearly taking a shortcut just to achieve like a certain rank, and I mean those people don't mean anything to me. They're not obviously that skill level. What time is it for me? I don't even know. I'm gonna guess like 6 or 6:30 in the morning. I, I'm not really a look at my watch kind of guy. Oh, we're both EST. Nice. Yeah, I'm Eastern as well. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Uh, I didn't really know who would pop in here. I figured maybe some people from EU since it's midday or something like that, but that's cool. Appreciate you stopping by. Seriously, what's your rank, dude? You're crazy. So I don't grind for ranks anymore, but uh, somewhere around Grand Champ 2. I've touched Grand Champ 3 a little bit, but I'm not gonna claim I'm comfortable there as far as the competition goes because it's absolutely nuts. But yeah, I don't like. I care about winning, and I train, and I try to get better. But I guess I don't like. I have all the ranks like turned off. Like I don't pay attention to that shit. So I just play to like because I dedicate time in this game. Like I play to improve. I guess in theory you could argue like if you don't look at your rank, like how do you know like you know, and you're only just focused on what you're learning, like wouldn't that just be a biased like view? Because like it always feels like you're learning stuff, and I would disagree because I can tell when I'm playing like not up to my own standards, but that might just be because I play at a pretty I wouldn't say a high level, but compared to most people, like the average person, I definitely play at a higher level. So I can just I don't need my rank to really tell me what I need to work on. I pay attention to like very I watch it like a lot of my replays and analyze a lot of gameplay. So that's kind of how I check whether I'm doing well or whatever. You're actually goaded. Goaded. That's funny. I wish I was the best of all time, but thank you. I understand what you mean though. Bro doesn't need a rank to tell you you're getting better. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm like the only person who kind of thinks that way, but at least anecdotally, I've never met anyone who thinks like I do, and I've met uh I don't know, let's just say well over 1500 other Rocket League players. I've coached over 1,000 people. I don't really make friends through Rocket League, but I've definitely helped a lot of students that wanted to get better. Like I have my one IRL friend that I played with since the day we bought this game, which was July 2015, but he doesn't really play that much anymore. I mean, when you lose your rank, it's demotivating, then you're in a bad mood. So I might start doing that actually. If your emotions are like tied to whether your rank goes up or down or not, then no offense, I don't mean any disrespect, but then you're an idiot because it's a fool's errand, is what I should have said. So a fool's errand is literally like trying to control an outcome which you physically cannot control. Uh, and your rank is something you cannot control. It is a volatile number. It will always go up. It will always come back down. Um, and what makes it a fool's errand and why you shouldn't like tie your emotions to your rank is because not only can you not control it, but it doesn't mean anything. Like if I beat you in a 1v1 and I gain 10 rank points and you lose 10 rank points, that doesn't mean that I'm like good or you're bad. Like, so yeah, it's an absolute. That would be one of the worst things you could do is pay attention to your rank so much that you're emotionally tied to it. Therefore, whenever you win, you're in a good mood, and when you lose, you're in a horrible mood. That sucks. That's kind of like saying, oh, well, I'm emotionally tied to whether a stoplight is green or not. If I hit a red light, my mood is ruined and I'm having an awful day. But like if I hit all green lights, like I'm just having the best time of my life. It's like why would you that doesn't make sense. Why would you attach a lot of emotion to that? You physically can't control it. Overall, you can see that your rank is still slowly improving over your skill. Yeah, so the misconception with improvement in a sport or a game like this is that people think they should be comparing their improvement to, say, someone who's much better than them or on the same, you know, level as them. And that's just wrong. You wouldn't do that with life. You wouldn't compare your life to someone else's life because you lived two separate lives. It's like there's no. It is a competitive game, but it's not a comparative game by any means. So, I have less money than you. You must have a better life. I must suck at life. Like, that's not. No one would say that. You have higher rank than me, so you must be way better at Rocket League. It's like, that doesn't make sense either. Because the guy who's better than you in Rocket League, he also was your rank, like, at one point. He sucked too. Like, not saying you suck. I'm just hypothetically. I'm saying you as the person who's comparing. Damn, you really are a coach. Yeah. I wouldn't call myself a coach if I wasn't like I don't I don't mean to. This doesn't not mean I'm bragging or anything, but I wouldn't say I am one if I wasn't a good one. Like it would be very obvious if you come to me and you're like, "Oh, this guy's a coach," and then I just suck, and you're like, well, "He's that guy's not a coach." Like I just got lied to. That does not feel comfortable being lied to. So yeah, um, yeah. Although I can understand you hearing about me, like you bump into me, right? And I'm like, hello, I'm a coach. And then I can totally understand your first question being, okay, like what is your credentials as a coach? That's a very valid question. Not even gonna lie, just seen this random stream popped up and bro's dropping gem wisdom right now. You guys are making me laugh. That's funny. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the funny and kind words. Very nice of you. Yeah. So anyway, I've been thinking about uploading a video about a lot of misconceptions in Rocket League. Now, granted, I don't make videos. That's not my primary thing. Secondly, I I would literally need like a year to list all the misconceptions that go around in this game. There's so many. So I have to pick like top 10 or something. And then I just built my computer, like my new computer, a couple days ago. So I just kind of haven't been motivated to do a video because all my settings and I got to get all my shit really back to where it was. Um, but this is stuff I think about like on the daily basis. I read a lot of coaching books and I read a lot of success stories and I've been playing Rocket League for an exorbitant amount of time. So I have definitely put a lot of thought into this stuff. So maybe it does seem like wisdom. I don't know if I'm wise. I just think I've played a lot of Rocket League and read a lot of books. So that's funny though. W advice. Yeah, about the emotions. So, yeah, like attaching your emotions to your rank. That's horrible. I would never want anyone to feel that way, but a lot of people do it. Makes sense, I guess, because people don't think about Rocket League like I do. They probably think it's just a game or like a something to kill like an hour of your time with your buddies. That's never been the case with me, so I guess I'm in a unique position. But there are people that are like me and they come to me for help because I'm a coach, but I don't know. I try to empathize with the general populace, but like the average Rocket League player, but I mean some of them are just like why would you do these things? It's very obvious that your rank is going to go up and down. So just getting upset about it, like I don't know, to me that's like really weird. Maybe I maybe I learned I'm a lot older too than most Rocket League players, so maybe I learned something about that lesson like before Rocket League even came out in my life. So I'm not sure. And just work on boost management. I don't know how happen free play. That's me when my friends want me to try to coach them. Oh, so like, oh, that's you. I see. I can't coach. Sorry, I'm a little behind on reading the chat. I'm just not a good streamer. I'm not like that sounded like a real streamer. Like hold up, I gotta scroll up and check the chat because there's 1,000 people here. uh, no, I'm just really bad at streaming. What if I told you I played KBM? Good for you. I play controller. I used to play KBM. Nice to meet you. KBM and controller they're obviously different, but they don't make you a bad player. Like I said, this is not a comparative game. If you go search up this guy named a Vampel, like he's a KBM player, and he's better than you and I combined. If you go search up Zen, he's a controller player. He's better than you and I combined. He's also the number one player in the world. So it doesn't really matter. Like you can they didn't compare each other's input, so you shouldn't compare yours to people your rank and your level. I'm low key semi new to Rocket League, but my addiction for this game is kind of crazy. Such a vibey game. I think this is one of the best competitive games ever made. Uh, Now obviously I'm biased because like I'm a fan of it, but I think it has objectively a lot of really great uh, aspects. Like for a real time strategy game, this is very amazing, and it's very unique. There's nothing like this game, and I think that adds a lot of the fun to it. Okay, but what I'm royally upset about right now is that I just choked 180 pinch in the corner. Damn. If you don't mind me asking, how old? Like, how old am I? I'm 28. You got Rawas over Zen. Rawas over Zen, as in like the number one player right now, or just like you're a fan of Rawas more than Zen? Like, because that those are two different conversations. Like, who's your favorite, and who do you think's the number one player? All right, I gotta go to school. See you after school, maybe. Um, yeah, I don't normally stream often, so I really hope that I think the best way to get in contact with me would be just messaging me on Discord. I'm sorry, I'm not a great uh like host or streamer. I know that. I might stream me just playing some ones and stuff a little bit more often. Like, I don't mind doing that. I just don't care about views and like money, so don't think I stream for that reason. Da, da, da. You're 24 years old. Nice. No, you just seen Rawas Lockup Zen. Well, they're contenders for number one, so yes. Just uh, just like Steph Curry and LeBron were in the finals 4 times in a row. They're probably contenders for MVP of the finals, right? So yeah, whoever's number one definitively will often change in Rocket League. Probably every 2 months, you could say someone uh, in a different in all 3 game modes, like 3 different individuals, or one, or the same individual if they're playing nuts and like ones and twos. So yeah, the number one's always gonna change, but those 2 players are obviously 2 of the number 1 contenders in the world. He is a really good defensive player. Yeah, he's the best defensive player there's ever been in Rocket League 1v1. There's no other player on defense like Roas. Can you coach me in a custom? I mean, I think we should have a discussion about what needs coached before I just hop in a game with you. That doesn't really make sense. You should like bring up what you need help with. That way I can have a discussion with you. Because if everyone was just like hopping a custom with me right now, then I wouldn't have any time to like help multiple people and like talk with everyone. So it would just be best to ask me questions and open up like a discussion about what you want to get better at and stuff. Uh, Ross reminds me of a counter puncher. Is that like a UFC term, counter puncher, or is that just something you just made up? Bro does not. Bro doesn't do nothing too crazy. Just punishes people. He's also definitively one of the best offensive players in the world, uh, which is even more crazy to think about. It's just no one else is like him on defense. Yeah, counter plays are insanely valuable in all of Rocket League, but mostly 1v1. It's very effective to get a phenomenal save into a recovery into a follow up touch for a counter punch or counter attack. Yeah, everyone who's up at the top is amazingly entertaining to watch. They're just so fucking phenomenal at this game. Truly amazing how far like they've pushed the boundaries of number one. It's a boxer's fighting style. Yeah, I like boxing. Like mostly watching. Like I read a Muhammad Ali like biography. All right, I'll be honest. I didn't fully read it. I went through and like read parts that I wanted to read. because I just think he's one of the greatest athletes of all time. But and I've watched a lot of Mike Tyson highlights and stuff, but I won't claim to know about boxing, even though I like it a lot. Sorry, I like to ask questions, guys, and like kind of point out the obvious because like I feel I'm an older person compared to most people, and like I'm not slow, but I don't like assuming things through text message. Like I feel like when you're chatting with people through text, like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys, oh yeah, I know everything about boxing. And then you're gonna bring up something about boxing, and I'm gonna have no fucking clue. And it's like, well, I just lied. Took a while, but I finally got Grand Champ 1. Hell yeah. Fucking congrats, Solar. I don't recognize your name, so. And I've coached way too many people to know anyone's name, so. If I've helped you, that's awesome. If not, that's even more awesome. Excuse me. Should probably do that away from the mic. I always forget how streaming makes you extremely like dehydrated because you're talking all the time. So I will be back in about 2 seconds. And we're back. Understandable. Being genuine is a W trait for a coach, for real. Yeah. My genuineness is one of the core values, like, and principles of me as a person, but also as a coach. Even though I did all my coaching sessions for free, like, I've never ever asked for money. I always worked in like a very professional kind of manner because I truly think I am a professional like level coach, not pro RLCS professional, but professional as in like I am quite proficient at it. Like I put a lot of time into getting better at it and reading about it and stuff like that. Might might play a 1v1 and then I don't know if I'll play more, but I just want to play one for some reason. I'm itching to like play a match. You did help me. It was a bit time ago. You coached me. You told me how speed is good. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad you remember that. That's really cool. I'm glad my coaching not only like was not a waste of your time, but it actually helped you and stuff. And even if it's just a little, because obviously you did most of the work. I didn't fucking help you get to Grand Champ. I just coached you a little. That's really cool. Thanks for stopping in here and saying that. It's really nice to hear people say nice things about you. Do you guys have like a certain thing you're trying to get better at, like in your Rocket League right now, or do you kind of just take it day by day or something? Oh, that's a really fantastic shot. That's that's probably the only touch there that can beat me. Nice. How long did it take you to get flip resets down? 5 hours. I there was a point in time where I thought I would never ever ever do mechanics because I was naive and I sucked at them. Clearly, like everyone's bad at them at the start. But I came from a era of Rocket League where mechanics just didn't exist back in when it first came out. So I didn't train them. Like I never put time into them like a lot of people do nowadays. So I put mechanics off for a long, long time. Anyway, long story short, one day I was like, you know what? I'm kind of curious. I really want to get into mechanics just to see what it's like. And it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was because I actually dedicated some time into training it. So one night I tried a flip reset for 5 hours straight, and I got it. After like 4 hours, I actually got a really nice one, and I recorded it and I rewatched it, and then I kind of took notes on how to replicate it, and it actually became quite manageable at that point to get a reset pretty much every time I go in the air. It's all about your first touch and the timing, so there's easily tips that I could teach you. But yeah, I literally sat there one night for 5 hours practicing it, and I was very new to like wall to air anything. Like I would miss the ball completely. Like, but I did it all in that same night. Like, um, so if you're curious on how to upgrade your wall to air game, or like you need tips on a reset because you can only do it, a small percentage of the time, I can help you with that. I would say there's a lot of proprietary stuff though to executing and making resets a part of your game. So number one is car control in the air, like without the ball, which sounds kind of scary when someone goes, "Well, you need good car control," but not the way I teach it. It's not scary at all. Uh, I think it's very manageable for someone who's not even close to my skill level to get good at car control just with a few simple drills. It's scary when you're blind and you're new to it. You're like, "Oh, I have no clue how to use directional arrow," and it's like very confusing. It's like, yeah, but what I do is I break it down into steps, and I literally teach you the raw fundamentals of it. I don't know why I'm making it like a big deal. It's a very simple drill. I'll show you if you want, but any mechanic is just a complex set of moves, right, or techniques. So if you break it down mathematically, it's like technique one, technique two equals mechanic, right? So when you're trying to replicate a combination of moves in Rocket League, it's just important that you break down those individual techniques uh, prior to trying the end result. So I don't know, like just like you would set a goal in real life where you're like, okay, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. Like that's your end goal, right? But what do you do to like lose the 50 pounds? Like there's gotta be some other things you do before the end goal happens. No one would literally be like, "Oh, you want to lose 50 pounds? Do it." Like, oh, you want to do a flip reset? Do it. It's like that's what that doesn't make sense. So I like to break mechanics down mathematically, and when I say mathematically, I just mean into steps, like very chewy and like delicious steps that anyone can do. They're very easy and they're not hard to swallow, like at all. Not really reading the chat while I'm playing, sorry. Even though it's right beside me. I guess I'm just bad at reading. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like misconstrued information through text. So like I like to read your guys' chats very thoroughly. I don't want to like take you for granted and like waste your questions and stuff. Oh, this guy's giving me a lot of space. Well, we're just gonna flick it then. Ah, that's pretty smart. I thought he'd be too worried about the ball to look where my demo was coming. He was actually being patient. GG. Was good, says Christopher. Everything's good. We're having a great time. So, what's good with you? Da, 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 da. Kind of been focusing on directional air roll. Blah, blah, blah. I want to get them down to extend my air dribbles. But it's. I'm kind of curious what you mean by. Oh, GG's, guys. Yeah, thanks. Um, I'm kind of curious what you mean by extend your air dribbles. Do you just mean like level up your aerial game? Because if you're literally meaning like my air dribbles will start back here, but they don't finish at their net, then that's not really like a mechanical thing. I feel like that's just a boost thing and like a car control thing as far as like lifting the ball. But I'm not sure what you mean. Uh, oh, your controller's having issues? That's literally the fucking worst, dude. I used to have controller problems, and I was like clearly, I mean, addicted is like the wrong word, but I was in the middle of getting better at Rocket League, and holy crap, that was like one of the worst times ever. Luckily, my friend bought me a new controller for my birthday. Am I the one who? Am I the only one who uses arrow left on the left analog stick? I'm not sure if you meant to say something else because that seems like a typo. Um, I would personally feel extremely uncomfortable with a very important keybind on my left analog stick. That seems so uncomfortable to me. But I know some players do it because keybind settings are literally settings. And if you don't know what settings are, they're things you set. They have nothing to do with anyone else. So. The only settings that truly matter as far as optimization go is these four when you're on controller, and then camera settings because they allow you, like, camera settings allow you to see, and seeing is one of the best tools in Rocket League. And then these settings allow you to move comfortably, and moving is one of the best tools in Rocket League. Just training your double flip resets. Interesting. Interesting. We had some other guy in here training those too. I think he left, but must be a common mechanic. I don't know what's common these days to for average players to train. Back in my day, when I first bought this game and I sucked, I just touching the ball was pretty cool. Now everyone's trying really complex mechanics. I'm thinking they meant to carry them longer on an unlimited boost setting. Oh, like for freestyle? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't have that mindset because freestyle means nothing to me. I don't. If you're looking for how to be more stylish, I am not the coach for you. If you're looking to win competitive games, I think I can do an okay job. Trust me, air roll on the analog stick works because you're always using it mid-air anyway. Yeah, that's what would make it extremely uncomfortable for me. Like I'm already using my that's insane. Like that would be like I have two hands and I need to lift two objects and you're like, we'll just stack the objects on top of each other and carry it with one hand. It's like, no, I'd rather use my other hand. It's more comfortable. That's how my brain thought of your air roll on your left stick. But again, that's your settings, not mine. Like I would never ever recommend my settings to anyone else because they're mine. Like they're not anyone else's. Now, camera and controls are a little different, but like binds and stuff, that's very preferential. That would be like saying, "All right, everyone, you want to be good at Rocket League? Turn the fucking volume up, because that way you'll hear stuff." I have arrow right on right bumper and left arrow on power slide and power slide on LB. Interesting, interesting. I have brown eyes. Nobody asked, but that's a fact about me. I'm stuck in between both. I'm extremely competitive sometimes, but I also love being creative with trick shots. Um, yeah, I understand that, but you can't be both, right? Like simultaneously. Like you can switch your mindset here and there, but you would never say, "So I'm really trying to level up my competitive game. What freestyle moves are there?" Because that's what makes you more competitive. It's like, no. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah, you can enjoy both separately, for sure. I don't enjoy freestyle at all, but I'm sure I've already said that, so. Your chair also broke in the middle of coaching me? Oh, dude, that's so funny. There. I actually remember. Well, I remember that. No shit, but that's kind of funny. You remember that? That pissed me off, dude. That was a chair that was gifted to me. Uh, for I think it was my birthday again. I don't even celebrate my birthday. I've already met. I just mentioned two birthday gifts I've gotten. I guess I have nice friends, but yeah, they bought me that chair not even like a year and a half prior to it breaking. By the way, I don't like abuse my chair. I'm not even heavy. I it was just like flawed. Like whoever built that chair deserves to be fired. Like I have no clue how it was so ridiculous. Yeah, and I was in the middle of coaching someone when it happened. That's so funny. Damn, dude. It was like beyond repair too. Like it just was not made well. I hope that never happens to any of you guys. You're just sitting in your favorite chair and then it just fucking breaks. That was literally the worst thing that could have happened. Like in the moment where I needed to like coach someone. Bro was set up by the gifter. Oh, like my friend gave me a shitty chair. That'd be funny. No, okay, so it's like one of those gaming chair designs, right? But it's not a high quality one. So, but it's not low quality. That's what. Like he didn't cheap out on buying it for me. He just didn't buy me like the best chair on the market. I don't know. I mean, it's a fucking chair. Like it. The whole point of a chair is you're supposed to build it to be sturdy. Like, and this thing fell apart like a house of cards. Like, can't lie, I'm hungry right now. Damn it, dude, why'd you say that? No, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go put something in and I'll be back in a sec. Alright. What are you having? You can't just bring up food and not tell us what you're eating. Going back to your like aerial training, Adrian, uh I think you should be very happy with the progress you've already made. Like you said that you're fairly, you're finally getting to the point where like the setup touch is good and stuff. That is huge. Like the early steps of a mechanic are the most important. So it gets easier once your setup is obviously more consistent and better, I guess. First touches are the most important thing in Rocket League, especially with solo play mechanics, without a doubt. Go watch. You could literally put a pro player beside anyone else, and you can turn the names off, and you can tell who's the pro player, even if they do the same mechanic. You can tell who's the pro because their first touch. Experimenting with your first touch is just absolutely necessary. Oh, sorry about that. Jesus Christ. I think my mic peaked. I didn't mean for my mic to peak there. Also, let me know if my streaming volume stuff is really, really bad. Because I have a feeling that it's not good. uh, the chair was rigged. You had a rigged chair too? Oh my god! Does anyone else have a rigged chair story? Is this like? Is this gonna be like we're the chair boys or something? We dem chairs. People said their pictures were falling off. That's hilarious, bro. Okay, back. But yesterday I was bored on RL and free play. Decided to learn the horse dash. Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. Horse dash is when you're literally like wave dashing like this multiple times. What the fuck does that even do? Like, what is that the mechanic? Like you show up and you're like, check this out. you like then you like fucking. I mean, I don't see it having any value to like a real match, obviously, but we dem chairs is crazy, bro. I guess that's the gang. The gang's all here. I don't mind solo practicing now compared to only wanting to run twos. I love practicing. I mean, you literally said you grew up playing basketball, right? How do you not love practicing if you were a basketball player? Like basketball and Rocket League have probably one of like it's got to have the strongest correlation. Like between your average Rocket League player definitely like statistically was likely to grow up playing basketball. There's no way. If they're an athlete, obviously most people don't play sports, but if you grew up playing sport, I definitely feel like if you like Rocket League, you played basketball. Like that I would put money on it because I love basketball. I grew up playing it every day of my life. And guess what? You can play basketball by yourself and you can play free play by yourself. It's amazing. What's your rank? First of all, welcome. Secondly, somewhere like GC2, I don't know. I don't really grind for rank anymore. I do a lot of coaching and a lot of living my life. But back when I basically lived and breathed this game every second, I got somewhere around there. So now you know. Now you know. Uh, mid game emote. Wait, that's what you learned that 45-minute training of a stupid backward forward wave dash? That's what you did that for? As an emote? Bro, you guys are crazy. I scored like a very normal reverse 45 flick the other day. and my teammate was screaming in the like in the voice chat. He was like, I don't know, like he was so excited for me because it was like 110 kph or so. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't even like bat an eyelash. I just kind of reached over and took a sip of my water. But he was like screaming, bro. How do you coach? Open form discussions, goal setting, analysis, references, tools to help you. Like I can give you all of that. Very very normal coach things. I get that question a lot, and I feel like what you guys are really saying is, so do you like actually help people, or do you just boost their account? But yeah, I'm definitely not a booster, so if that answers your question, let me know. Screw them chairs, bro. Oh, absolutely, dude. Like, if I didn't have basketball growing up, and like, there's no way I'm like a real functioning human, dude. Basketball was the best. My free throw percentage went through the roof junior year, okay? No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to say something silly. There's a my favorite comedian has a reference to, kids who like to be alone a lot. They grew up playing basketball because you could obviously play it by yourself, and he goes, I have a carnival trick where if you tell me your high school free throw percentage, I can tell you the time your single mother got home from work. He's like, I shot 93% my senior year. My mother was a night court bailiff. Fucking hilarious. Do we just ask questions or do you coach us in the game? Well, I don't know you, so we should definitely start by talking. If we hop in a game, I don't know what that does. So we can start a discussion. Like, hello, how are you? What do you need coaching in? Have you ever been coached? Why do you even want coach? Stuff like that would be good to know. And yeah, it's kind of like an open forum here, man. You don't have to be you don't have to be a certain rank, or as long as you're just having a fun time, like just having a chat, like you can get coaching from me. I don't mind uh being nice. Right now, yeah, we're just answering questions, and you guys can watch me do stupid shit in free play, I guess. I don't even know what I'm doing in free play. This is so like numbing to me. Like I probably have like 5,000 hours in free play alone, and this is just what I do. I don't even probably have 5,000. I know I have 5,000 hours in free play. Yahoo! This music I have on is actually really nice. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you want me to turn it up or whatever. I'm not a DJ, so there's a bunch of bouncing bars on my OBS. I'll have to call my local DJ to come help set the shit up. I fuck with those teammates. W hype man. I've personally never seen that point of boosting. Oh yeah, boosting ranks. Yeah, it's fucking stupid in my opinion. I'll be blunt. I don't mind being blunt. I mean, literally, here's the deal. Boosting is the most facile thing you could do, right? Because you're straight up lying about your current skill level. And that's just what people who care about like popularity like people who tend to enjoy getting the most attention are the most facile people. Uh or they lie or they like I'm not saying they all cheat, but like they definitely lie to fit into more environments. Like that is 100% a fact. That is what makes them popular is their ability to lie and like fit into a different group's identity. You muted the stream, but you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, I would be like, what the fuck too, and then I would be like, oh, I'm the idiot. The feeling of actually earning your rank is a healthy, yeah, exactly, for sure. Yeah, I, I mean, I'm not a young kid anymore, and just lying to people is just not something I think about doing. But yeah, boosting's a bit weird. I'm glad it's not allowed, but we don't need to talk about negative stuff if other people got questions or we just want to mock our old chairs and make fun of how they break. I think I'll play another 1v1. It's been like 20 minutes, so. Lil Dave. Wasn't this the same guy I just played? Wait, I'm totally confused now. No, I played this guy. I don't know why this guy's name. I play 1v1s like a lot over my Rocket League time, and I feel like I've seen all the people I play like before. How long you been using Bacchus? I just got it yesterday. I want to make sure I don't get permaban. So I've been using Bacchus since it came out, and it's completely allowed. There's no way to get banned for using it. All of everything that is through Bacchus doesn't it A will not give you a competitive advantage, and B it is approved by the developer. So yeah, so for instance, Do you have any questions about it? Because it could be pretty intimidating if you've never used it. Been enjoying the new decals? Nice. Hell yeah. Alpha boost is satisfying. Yeah, it's the best boost in the game. Without a doubt. Although I don't know why it's called alpha boost. Like alpha, the words alpha and beta are so misused in the gaming world. I have no idea why. I got it down mostly for what any cool things you know about it that you recommend. So it's like an extremely useful tool. So I recommend a lot of features on it. There's a lot to use to like. It's just a bigger toolbox, right? So if you need to fix something in your house, it'd probably be nice to have a big set of tools so you can use and find the right ones. Uh, so if you're not on Steam, then you can finally download custom maps if you want to try those through Bacchus Mod. That's probably one of the reasons a lot of people get it. I'm on Steam, so I don't need to do that, but I also have it for um oh, where do I even begin? So okay, the thing I use the most is Ball Chasing Replay Viewer, which is literally uh a tool to instantly review anyone's replay if they've uploaded it to ballchasing.com, which is a replay database. So I watch a lot of pro players and I analyze their replays. So this is nice to. I don't have to download any files or anything. You just click a fucking button. Um, any maps I recommend for directional arrow practice? No, you need to. So I'm not gonna say that those ring maps won't help you. That's not true. But you can do everything and more in free play. The ring maps will not. People have a misconception that, oh, I'll complete like a ring lap and that means I'm getting better at directional arrow. No, you're not. Because there's no Rocket League moment where you're required to do this and like fly in a semicircle. That's just not a thing. So if you want to get better at directional arrow, I'll show you the drill that I was talking about here in like 2 seconds. Um, the second thing I use is instant queue and instant free play buttons because I fucking hate Rocket League's menus. I think they're so fucking slow, and I have ADHD, so I literally can hit a button and it puts me into free play. You just make a binding, you add a button, and you type in this command here, load free play. If you want to queue up, it'll just be the last game mode that you just played. So, um, my favorite thing that I always edit from the Rocket League default settings is this plugin here. It's already pre-installed in Bacchus Mod, but it's not set up on a key binding. So you have to go over to this button here, pass ball. I do not like the way that the Rocket League game passes you the ball. I think it's really poor. So if you change it to redirect _ shoot, you can edit these parameters, and I bump up the speed. Because what it does is it predicts where your car is going, and if it's a slow pass, if it's a very slow pass, look what it's gonna do. It's going to, like, cut off, like, how should I say this? Like, big chunks of the map because it wants to arrive where it thinks you will arrive. But if I'm already, like, zooming at this wall, like, I can't go through the wall. So, like, anyway, I like to edit this a little bit differently, and it passes me the ball at a desired, like, pace. It's like a very soft, even though you're turning up the speed, what you're really doing is increasing, like, the parameter in which it predicts where you're going. It just feels so much better. I don't know how to explain it, but those are the three main things I use. There's one custom app that I absolutely recommend to everybody. I'll talk about that in a minute, but I will help you with your car control really quick. So put the ball over here, because you will not need the ball. You're training car control. Every part of directional air roll is going to be one of 4 sections of your car's rotation. This is neutral or forward. This would be inverted, obviously. And then this is where I'm not going to call it left or right, but it's going to be one of the 2 sideways positions, right? Where the roof of your car will be pointing to the left or to the right. If you cannot float your car and feather your boost and control just a simple flight path without air roll, then you need to do this without air roll before you add air roll. But you should be very, very comfortable fast aerialing, getting up into inverted flying, normal flying, and sideways flying. And the reason I recommend putting the ball here is because a lot of people are super, super uncomfortable flying like this. But if you just put the ball cam on, you can sort of see how it's just normal flying. And you should set a target. Like, you need to make it to the crossbar. You need to manage your boost well, and you need to not fall. That would be like the number one thing. So once you can do that, then you need to float like this. This is very simple. I bet you could do this with your eyes closed, because as long as you're not touching your joystick and you're able to feather boost well, you will just roll, because this position is the strongest position for your car to be in. By the way, when I say position, all I mean is boost to the floor and the nose up to the ceiling. This is why directional air roll is very busted, and it gives you immense control, because it takes a 3-dimensional game and it basically makes it very organized. It's not chaotic. It's not like this. Good fucking luck playing Rocket League and flying like this. Like, I have no fucking clue how you're gonna do any of that. So you need to be able to float and feather and fly like this. And then this is it. This is car control. Make sure you're learning how to stop, fly inverted, maybe change your direction. Maybe you want to pick a end position. Like maybe it's a high ball and you need to shoot down on it like this. Right? So when you go off a wall and you're using air roll, finish in that position where you want to shoot and redirect the ball. Most people will shoot just like this. They're just going to fly right into the ball. If you have your dodge, it's even better because because you will be able to aim your shot. But mostly directional air roll is for staying under an air dribble, right? Look how easy this is, like without the ball. You see how stiff and organized I am? Like as far as I am not coming close to falling to the ground. You just did car control. So, and look how replicable this mechanic is. This doesn't take 10 hours for me to get comfortable with. Like, I feel like anyone can do this right here. So now it's just about changing your redirect or your shot or your whatever, your touch, to being something that stays under the ball, like this. I barely touched my joystick. I touch it right here, and then I get back into my powerful position, or my best position, which is boost to the floor, nose up. That's literally it. You want to stay in this position a lot when you're air dribbling, because if you're good at following the ball in midair, the ball will not fall either. You're going to be able to air dribble it like wherever you want to, which is the whole point of an air dribble, is to keep it close to your car so the opponents are afraid to challenge you midair, or they're at least going to want to back up and cover their net, right? So just try to get 1, 2, maybe 3 touches while air rolling, and stay simple. Like, I'm not even going to go for the goal here because I already know I'm not scoring that, but just try to focus on the car control. Yo, man, do you know how to speed flip? I absolutely know how to speed flip. Thanks for asking. No, I'm kidding. I front flip cancel while holding right air roll. Oh, you're answering the guy's speed flip question. Gotcha. I'm not gonna comment on your advice, because that would not be my advice. Taking notes like Jared Dudley. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. But being 100% honest, watching you just be random and free play and doing ones has made me want to do ones so much more. Yeah, like 1v1s is great. You're gonna get a lot of practice in. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, just use that, like, abuse that position in midair. This one right here. Like, abuse the shit out of that because it's so strong. You don't need a lot of. I mean, this would be ridiculous. Like, I would understand why aerials are hard if you're flying like that. And no offense to anyone that trains with rings maps, but that's literally all I fucking see when people do that. So I don't recommend them, but I'm not going to say you can't use them, because I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to tell you how to get better. Subbed up, you deserve more viewers. Thanks. Or for sure. I don't know why my brain. I wanted to say thanks. You didn't say thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I probably would get viewers if I did content, but since I don't really do content, that makes sense why I have no viewers. So, but I'm not really pressed for that. So, but I really appreciate your kind gesture and your words. Thank you very much. You know how to turn around to get back on defense. Yeah, it's called a half flip. It's a very, very simple mechanic. Diagonal dodge and then press up. But you want to delay the up. You can't push it right away because you will stall your back flip. So when your car gets like this or like this, you can push up after you've diagonal backflipped. So it looks something like that, or like this. Diagonal backflip, press up, but make sure you press up on the stick at the right time, and just experiment with the timing because it's if you're brand new to it, you're not gonna know. You be streaming pretty consistently? Unfortunately, no. You just kind of caught me. I could stream more consistently. Um, I kind of have like I'm not very good at streaming. Like I'll be honest, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not something I need to be good at. I'm just a perfectionist, so I feel uncomfortable doing something I'm not good at. Um, I kind of wish I did so that more people like you guys would get more help, but until it's just not I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy coaching, but I'm only going to do it if there's people like you who are respectable of my time and advice, which unfortunately the internet is just not a friendly place. So there's a reason why I only do like private sessions and I don't care about views or anything like that. Gonna pull with more questions till I go pro. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm here now, and I don't mind giving you my Discord, like, so you can message me questions. I used to have like a Discord hub or whatever community, but I didn't make it for me. Like, I made it for the people who I helped, and they would sometimes play in there, but it just didn't get used really because I do private sessions. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm sure I'm really weird in that regard, but that's okay. Um, Sub to you, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Thanks. You have a great day as well. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Now I kind of feel like I have to sub. No, you don't. That is your choice. You don't have to do anything. That's pretty funny, though. Jay Ghost, what's up? I don't think I said hi to you. Is mechanics necessary in champ and higher levels? Champ is not a high level. I wouldn't even say Grand Champ 1 or 2 is a high level. So in those areas, no, they're not required. They're not required anywhere. People have reached Supersonic Legend without any mechanics. Rocket League is a real-time strategy game, and if you're good at executing strategies, then that will help you immensely. The mechanics portion are just like bonus techniques, if you want to think of it that way, on how to achieve your goal. But I can achieve a goal in Rocket League without mechanics, just like you can achieve one with mechanics. So I think your question is just not a good question. The best way to get an answer that you're looking for is to discover what your goal is. Because if your goal is I'm Diamond 3 and I want to know if moving into champ rank will require me to start learning mechanics, then there's no correct answer to that question. So it's not a good question because it's very arbitrary. The right question should be, when should I start teaching myself mechanics? And the answer to that is there's no wrong time to start teaching yourself mechanics. That doesn't make sense to limit yourself and just never expose yourself to a certain part of, Rocket League just because of your rank. It doesn't make sense. That would be I'm gonna try to think of a really quirky analogy. That would be like saying I'm not allowed to take the highway to work because only cool sports cars go that fast, and I drive a piece of shit car, so I can't take the highway even though it's clearly way faster to get to work. That doesn't make sense either. Like, you're just making up arbitrary limitations for yourself. About to head out. Oh, here's my Discord if you have any questions in the future. Or you want to know, like, hey, can you pop on a stream or whatever? Thanks for stopping by, Adrian. I appreciate it. I mean, you can get SSL without mechanics. I've seen flakes in YouTube videos. Yeah, yeah, because this is a strategy game. It's not a flip reset game. A flip reset is just a strategy that players use. Well, technically, it's a tactic. It's not a strategy, but you get what I'm saying. I have 2,400 hours, and the highest I've ever made is Champ 3. My goal is Grand Champ, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I guess. Yeah, see, that's a better way to start this discussion, for sure. Immediately, as a coach and an experienced Rocket League player, I don't care how many hours you have, and I don't care what your current rank is. If you have a goal rank or a goal to set, that's what I care about. Because that's what I'm here to help you do. I don't need the backstory. Everyone was Champ 3 who is higher than Champ 3 at some point. And everyone who's over 2,400 hours was once at 2,400 hours and below. So, that doesn't matter. The time you played and the current rank. It doesn't matter to me, I should say. It should matter to you because you're the guy like who's training yourself, but it doesn't matter to me. Did he at least speed flip? No, in the Flake series, he doesn't use a single mechanic. He uses fundamentals. So a speed flip is a advanced mechanic because it combines several fundamentals. But a front flip or using boost is a fundamental and requires no advanced techniques, right? So yeah, no, he gets SSL very convincingly and destroys people with just basic tactics, basic fundamentals. He's a former professional too, if you've never heard of him. So I very highly recommend. Be more consistent. consistency will definitely help, but this feels like a very blanket helping term. Like a way you can be more consistent is by setting smaller goals that will allow you to achieve bigger goals, right? So, and then those smaller goals might seem easier to grasp, and when you start achieving some of them, you're going to be more motivated to achieving the big one. So, I guess the next step where you're saying I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Jay, you need to watch your replays then. If you don't even know what you're doing wrong, like it's very unknown to you, then you should use hindsight and retrospect, which is what the replay's for. You can literally pause and rewind what happened and find out things that you clearly weren't paying attention to or didn't have the capacity to pay attention to. So always watching your replays is like a very good way to find what path of improvement you need to take. Also, on that note, when you do review your replays, you're not looking at your missed shots. That's not what I'm talking about. No one gives a shit if you missed a shot or an open net. Everyone fucking does it. So what you should give a shit about is the basics that you're messing up. Like, I need to adjust my position here. I need to use less boost there. I need to watch out for my teammates there. Like, stuff that your brain just clearly wasn't paying attention to in game, but now that you have 100% hindsight with the replay, it's easy to assess and get feedback. Like, you're instantly going to get better by watching your own replays. You don't have to watch every replay, by the way, but you need to watch replays in general. Oh, shit. That was close. One thing I noticed playing Smurfs is not their mechanics. It's their speed. So yeah, it's not even their speed, by the way. Their speed just seems higher than yours. But it's not. It's mostly their timings and their decision making. Which, so if I had to graph it out, it would be like you would make a decision, or you would, let's say you're jumping up to block a ball or like shoot a ball. Way before you shoot that ball, let's say you're like a professional player, you would then think about if that decision was good, when you should make that decision, where the other players are on the field, what part of the car you're going to touch the ball with, how much boost you have, how much are you going to use, where's my position relative to my goal or my teammates. It's like there's so much stuff that they're just thinking about. So it seems like they're like just faster players, but it's only because their ability to recognize patterns and pay attention to details. They're just going to be faster than you because they're making smarter and better decisions in a lower amount of time. It's not necessarily that they like, oh, this guy's the fastest guy, like guy on the planet. I can't even talk. It's mostly like, well, he didn't jump for that stupid ball, so now he's available for the really clutch balls. You know what I mean? I had to join the wave. Started boost starving and bumping more. Boost starving and bumping are basically, if you are playing or you want to play at a high level, which I'm gonna claim is well above Grand Champ 3, then and you're not someone who bumps or like takes boost from your opponent, then you're not going to be Grand Champ 3 or higher for much longer. That tactic is invaluable. That would be like playing a tug-of-war match and you taking a 5-minute lunch break in the middle of the tug-of-war match. It's like, no, like, punish the guys who are trying to take the boost, or like just bump the guys who are out of position. Like, you're impeding their progress. Like, the whole point of a bump is not, it has nothing to do with like wasting your time. Or like being just quirky on the field. Like, it actually has a very high value. it's a tactic. It's like speed chess. Yeah, because it absolutely is. Because this is a 5-minute game, it's a fast-paced game, and it's a real-time strategy game. So yeah, there's not a lot of time to mid-match come up with a strategy. So what you do is you study or you train prior to playing ranked. That way you're already prepared and you can just execute decision after decision after decision. And what you're studying is patterns. You're not training your mechanics to the point where you're goated like mechanically. You're just understanding patterns. Like, when I rotate to my half from this position, should I grab the corner boost or should I use 12? Like, that's a pattern you can just learn by playing. Do I stream on Twitch? So I don't multi-stream, and I currently just don't have my Twitch account because I built a new computer yesterday, and I don't have my old authenticator on my new phone, and blah, 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 blah. So it's just I don't care about money or views, so don't worry about subscribing or, like, donating or anything. But if you just like Twitch more, then I don't know. I'm not really picky. I think I'm just gonna probably do YouTube because I at least have like 3 videos on my channel that will help you guys. I don't give a shit about Twitch or money or partnership, so I'm not really, that's not in my wheelhouse. I'm not sure why you asked, but I think that's the biggest reason people do Twitch, is because it can lead to, like, partner programs and stuff. I think. I might be stupid. I'm not really sure. Look, I don't know anything about streaming, but I just hit ball in goal. That's all I do. I wake up, I brush my teeth, and I hit ball in goal. So you refrained from bumping because you didn't want to be toxic? Oh, Adrian, yeah. Yeah, so, uh, I mean, you could argue anything where you're taking advantage of someone is toxic, but aren't we playing a competitive game? Isn't the whole premise of loading up ranked Rocket League to fucking take advantage of the opponent? Like, you seem like a moron if you're gonna forego bumping them because you don't want to, like, take advantage of it. I don't know. I'm not calling you a moron, by the way. I'm just saying I've heard that argument from a lot of really stupid people. And it's probably because they're victims of getting bumped. Also, I will let you know this, at the high level, not getting bumped is like a skill. That's like a very hard skill to get good at. Where you like position yourself so well that you avoid bumps. Like there are famous professional players that are literally known for that. Like this guy's ability to avoid bumps is spectacular. Yeah, it's way easier to get paid on Twitch than YouTube. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, see, I don't care about that, so we're good. All good. Oh, hey, I just realized my music stopped, bro. Have we really been streaming for that long? Holy crap. Time flies when your chair breaks. I mean, when you're playing free play. Yo, I'm gonna go doing twos. Have a good one, man. I might play another 1v1. I kind of got lost in the conversation. But I'll only play one and then a lot of free play in between just so we can all chat and stuff. Unless you guys want to see me play, then. But no one said that yet, so I'm pretty certain no one cares. He hesitated. The one skill I would say I'm not bad at, since I got my Twitch in my name, a lot of people target. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. You have Twitch in your gamer tag. Okay, okay. Yeah, I figured that would happen. That's unfortunate. Oh, this guy's mad already. That's funny. Yeah, ball chasing is literally the strategy in 1v1 bud, so he should hop in the stream and take some notes. That'd be pretty worth his while. I love when people get mad over like me doing something that they would clearly do. Like they're very hypocritical. He's gonna leave. Yep, I knew it. Oh man. So, and then there's players like that who cannot be helped. Don't even try. That guy exists only to make us laugh. Isn't that great? He's such a kind guy. He's like a court jester. By the way, this new page here, fucking pointless. I have no idea why they added this. I don't like it at all. So I have to like scroll through every single one of them, all 20 of them, to tell whether I've won or lost them, which is weird. I feel like they should just be green and red. Or there should be like a is there a button or like a thing that says you won 13 out of your last 20 or something? I don't know. It's really fucking stupid. Slowly getting back into more ranked. Hell yeah, man. Oh, by the way, the custom map that I highly recommend is this one. It's called aim training because you need to learn how to hit the ball with power all the time and make effective touches that are accurate as well. You can even use this like as a means to like a high bouncing ball, like take an air dribble. But mostly you need to train like power bounce shots because they're one of the most common touches in Rocket League. Very good exercise to do. It's nice and simple. It's very repetitive, and it gets you a lot of practice in very little time. So it's a great warm up, and it's a great tool to use. Holy shit, bro! It's so. I have been up for a while. I didn't even realize I was streaming this long. Holy crap! Sometimes I just, bro. I don't know if anyone's with me, but this map is the best map they've ever made in Rocket League. Like, look how fucking gorgeous this is. So nice. Wait, it says I have 50 views? Like 50 people have clicked on this? That's ridiculous. Only map you practice on? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like there's not it's not even close. Like I'm pretty sure this is objectively the most beautiful map. It just can't. Have I seen the variation? Yeah. It just it doesn't feel like as it feels like a haunted vibe, right? Because it's Halloween or whatever. But um, which is cool. I like that vibe, but I also like warm and cozy vibe. Like, dude, I swear, I could literally look at this in-game sunset like for hours. Like, this is so cool. Oh, Forbidden Temple. I think it's just called Forbidden Temple with the cherry blossom tree. This one, because this was my favorite map before before the new one, the woods. I mean, look at that sunset, bro. It's fucking beautiful. And then you see Mount Fiji. I'm just gonna call that Mount Fiji because it's Japan. Yeah, this was the map I trained on for probably 5 years. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about Drift Woods that's just. It feels like it's nighttime and like the street lamps are on. Probably because it's nighttime and the street lamps are on, but that's kind of the vibe it gives me. Ugh, that would be ridiculous. Pinching that into the corner and then redirecting it. Oh, got the reset. Oh. Oh, I was trying to get a reset on that, but that's alright. About to head out. Appreciate all the info and content. Have a good one. You have a great day, my dude. Thank you for the kind words. If you have any questions, just DM me on Discord because let me see if you've sent me a friend thingy. I don't know if you have. Someone did. Nope, that was another guy. But will do. Yeah, I'll just if your Discord name is like Zebra123, I'm not gonna know who you fucking are. So just I'll accept your initial friend request, but let me know who you are. Um, have a great day, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, I got you. Alright, I think we're gonna end the stream because it's been almost 3 hours and I have to sleep at some point. I think it's like 8 a.m. Man, I want breakfast, dude. I'm like craving a French toast platter. But I really don't want to leave my house. Oh, breakfast sounds way too damn good. It's gonna tempt me, I know it. But yeah, I think that'll be the end of the stream. Um, I will try and stream more. I really, really, really appreciate everyone being super kind and stuff. So thank you. If you have any questions, comment like on one of my videos on YouTube or message me on Discord. Um, and I hope you guys have a great night or day or morning. All right, take care.